So Tracy, in our ring number 1, we're going to get comments on our Angus class from Judge Diebold.
Thank you, Mark. Kylie and I like these pens very much. We're going to start off with the pen on the left here to start with. Good pen of 3 here. I love the thickness in them. Functionally very sound. Really good scrotal development at this age and stage in their life. So I think we've got 3 individuals here that really fit in nicely together. The thickness, but still trim enough up front. I think we really like the performance in these calves, and so I think they come to the top here. The second place pen, also really good useful bulls, a little bit difference in type amongst the 3, but very trim, very clean fronted bulls here. Nice clean sheath. A little bit difference in type and maybe not quite as uniform as the 3 in the first place. But again, we've got 3 really good individuals here, I think, that are going to be really good, solid sires down the road. So again, congratulations to the 2 exhibitors here in this class.
Well, let's put our hands together in our Angus class here. First place goes out to pen number 6, the entry from Greenwood, Angus, and Limousin. Scott and Jackie, Jaden and Jackson Payne from Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. We'll see those bulls back in our championship class. In second place in this Angus class goes to pen number 5, the entry from Dwayne Joe Angus, Dwayne, Joanne, and Jesse Emery from Camp Creek, Alberta. Well, thank you very much to our Angus exhibitors in our bull show here. We're going to flip the page over and go to our big class here. This is going to be our Simmental class. We've got 3 entries in our pen of 3 class from our Simmental bulls. We're going to start out with pen number 7. This will be the entry from Black Gold Simmentals. This is going to be our entry from Black Gold Simmentals. This is pen number 7 in our Simmental class. Black Gold Simmentals. This is the Noble family from Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. We've got 3 brothers here out of the Captain Scream Bull. These are all January born bulls. Flush calves here, 41G, 119G, and 148G, all out of the mighty Captain Scream Bull. This is the pen from Black Gold Simmentals. Bulls are featured in their annual bull sale, the Next Generation Simmental Bull and Female Sale. It happens March 14th, 2020 at the Lloydminster Exhibition Grounds. These are 3 red Simmental bulls from Black Gold Simmentals, pen number 7.
We're going to have comments on our first of 2 splits in our commercial yearling heifer division from Judge Jess Verstappen.
So a really strong split of heifers here to start off the bred division. Very excited about this black heifer that I'm using to start off the split here. She's maybe just a little over-conditioned, but other than that, when you actually get into analyze her, she's very structurally sound, really good out on the move, still maintaining some femininity. Like I said, just maybe a little touch over-conditioned for today, but really not much that can get past this heifer. You got to really appreciate the dimension, body, and really the appeal that this heifer brings into the class. Rolling into second with the Shar here. She's a very strong female. I'd like to maybe just free up just a little bit more out on the move and just see a little bit more dimension to her, especially when you get in right behind the shoulder for her. A really strong second here to follow in behind. And then rounding off the third spot here with the Speckle Park. This Speckle gave me a little bit of trouble. I really admire a lot of good things about her. She's really long-sided, strong chopped, and very sound out on the move. She's got a lot of thickness and dimension in behind her, which initially you don't quite catch until you really take a closer look to her. But a really strong Speckle here to close off the third.
Thank you, Jess. So your class winner and advancing to our division championship is the entry from Levi Martin with CHM Luna 21F. And second in class, entry 1465 from Gage Rollins with Florence Third in class, entry 1472, Fresca, exhibited by Tel Calvert. And also in that class, we had entry 1462, Emily Skippen, and entry 1460, Ashton Chessel.
So Tracy, over here in ring number 1, we're going to move into our next pen in our Semitol class. This is pen number 8, coming to us from High Country Cattle Services, Rob and Deanne Young at Breton, Alberta. We've got 3 black Semitol bulls in the ring, sired by the Riddler, Chip, and Vegas. These are all January and February born calves. High Country Cattle Services from Breton, Alberta. Bulls are for sale at the stall here at Farm Fair International, as well as at the farm by private treaty. This is a pen of black Semitol bulls from High Country Cattle Services, pen number 8. Tracy, we do want to remind everyone as the show's going on today, at the completion of our bull show, everyone is invited to the Commercial Cattlemen's Day lunch that'll happen behind the bleachers. That's open to anybody that is watching the bull show or the junior show. For your $10 lunch ticket, you get to the buffet for $10, plus you get a chance at a $1,000 credit to any of our bull show exhibitors. So it's a great opportunity for everyone watching. We'll have lunch starting about 12:30, so make sure you take a look, buy your lunch ticket, and have a great chance at some credits towards our bull sale, our bull show contributors.
Well, you know, Mark, I would let people know that in ring 2, but you did such a dandy job of doing it. I don't even think I have to reiterate it. So thank you, Mark, for that. What a great initiative and an awesome opportunity for people to get fully engaged in the Commercial Cattlemen's Day. You can also look across to ring number 2. We've got the UFA Junior Futurity going, and I was remiss in introducing a magnificent lady. The Community Investment Manager for UFA, Kim McDonald, came up to Edmonton to spend the day with our youth. And you want to talk about an organization that gives back and invests in youth. Man, oh man, I spend a pile of my job in sponsor procurement, and I'm not sure if there is an organization that gives more to youth development in our rural communities than UFA. So Kim McDonald, thank you so much for being with us ringside and being here, engaging yourself in this event, and seeing that the investment that you make in our rural youth matters and it makes a difference. And we really want to thank you for that, Kim. And we look forward to seeing you down the road a million times over at all the events that UFA contributes. Again, a little tribute to UFA.
Tracy, over here in ring number 1, we're going to move next with our next pen of Semitol bulls. This is the entry from Cathal Semitol Ranch. This is pen number 9. Graham Cathal and the entire family live at Drayton, Alberta. This is a really unique set of bulls. This is a set of April and May born 2008 bulls. So they're about 6 months older than everyone else's bulls in the ring here. From Cathal Semitol Ranch, we've got 2 Bear sons and a Carl son. These bulls are born the end of April and May of 2018. We want you to just make aware that those weaning weights on these great bulls were taken at 170 to 175 days of age. So those are actual weaning weights, as these bulls are summer-born bulls. Those weights were taken the end of October. So some true performance here out of this pen and all of our Semitol pens in our bull pen show here. This is pen number 9 from Cathal Semitol Ranch. These bulls, as long as others, will be featured in the Triple Threat Bull Sale, which happens February 15th at Wetaskiwin, Alberta. So this is pen number 9 from Cathal Semitol Ranch, rounding out our entry into our pen of 3 bull show in our Semitol class.
We're now going to have comments on our second and final split of commercial yearling heifers from Judge Jess Verstappen.
So another really good split of bred heifers that we have out here today. Starting off the heifer that this young man has out here today. she gave me a little bit of trouble. These top two heifers are very similar in type and kind, and really when you see them out on the move is kind of where you see the differences, but also some similarities. But you got to really admire that this heifer is so feminine, really smooth out on the move. Maybe just slides a little bit on her inside, on her front hooves there. But really you got to appreciate the dimension, the depth, her smoothness and uniformity all throughout, and she really follows that thickness down into her lower thirds when you get in behind her. So really appreciating this young man's job with this heifer, and I really like this heifer. So following up second closely, this heifer also, like I said, gave me a little bit of trouble. She maybe doesn't quite have the length the heifer did above her today. She had lots of depth about her, lots of femininity. Also just a little bit turning in and out on her front feet when she's on the move, which is kind of where I penalized her today. Maybe just not quite as thick a dimension down into her lower third, but a really strong heifer. And this young lady's done a great job with her. And following up in third, probably with the longest bodied red heifer here in the class today. Once again, good out on the move. Maybe just not as feminine, giving up some of those show appeal qualities, as I would say, but it's going to make a really good cow. Like I said, long bodied. Maybe like to see her deepen out and follow that dimension down into her lower third a little bit more today.
Thank you, Jess. So your class winner and advancing to our division final next is the entry from Cade Rancier with RF Dixie Erica 858F. Second in class, entry 1471 from Sydney Edwards with SMRT Miss Molly 40F. Third in class, entry 1469, that's KKC Saskatoon, exhibited by Callista Chesser. We'd also like to pay special recognition to Hannah Kemp with entry 1466. Next up is our division championship for our yearling heifer in the commercial show. A couple more advancing to showmanship. We'd like to recognize entry 1465, Gage Rollins will be advancing to showmanship, and entry 1470, Levi Martin will also be. And we'd also like to add entry 1471, Sydney Edwards, and entry 1468, Cade Rancier. This is our division championship, so we'll reintroduce you to your class winner from our first class. That's entry 1470 from Levi Martin with CHM Luna 24F. And second in class, entry 1465, that's Florence, shown by Gage Rollins. Our class winner from our second split, entry 1468, RF Dixie Erica 858F, exhibited by Cade Rancier. And second in our second split, entry 1471, SMRT Miss Molly 40F from Sydney Edwards. Our judge, Jess Verstappen, doesn't provide you with some comments in those division classes. She will take a few minutes, though, to deliberate as she'll establish her champion commercial yearling heifer. Congratulations to Levi Martin. He was your class winner from our first split. CHM Luna 21F is your commercial yearling heifer champion. Kim McDonald making the presentation to Levi. And congratulations to our class winner from our second split, Cade Rancier with RF Dixie Erica 858F. She's going to be your reserve division. Next class in, class 15, 2-year-olds. Mark, over to you. Thanks for waiting.
Currently in our ring number 1 in our Bull Pen Show, this is our Simmental class, our largest division in our Pen of 3 bulls here this year. We've got 3 great operations that have bought Pen of 3 bulls. Pen number 7 from Black Gold Simmentals, pen number 8 from High Country Cattle Services, and pen number 9 from Cathal Simmental Ranch. All of these bulls, as we've said throughout the day, are either available at many bull sales through the spring or at the farm or the stall by private treaty. We do encourage everyone watching the show, at the completion of the show, after you have lunch on the Commercial Cattlemen's Day as part of that great draw process, head back to the barn and talk to these exhibitors about some of these great bulls.